Hey YouTube, Maddie's Daddy 12, Team JMT, bringing you guys a deck profile of Miracle City, is what I'm calling it right now. This is version 2.0. I posted a version that was a lot similar to my Hero Beat just a couple days ago. This deck bases around Elemental Hero The Shining, which doesn't come out till March 1st. Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, Great Tornado, and Gaia. Where the one before just focused on these three, and then that was just kind of a side option. This one focuses on all four. And if you guys don't know what these do, Elemental Hero The Shining is 2600 attack, 2100 defense. He's an elemental hero and a light monster to bring out. He gains 500 attack for every elemental hero monster removed from play. And when he is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can add 2 elemental hero monsters that are removed from play back to my hand. If you're current with the game, you already know what Absolute Zero does, but I'll give you guys a quick rundown of it also. He gains 500 attack for every water on the field other than himself. He's a elemental hero, D-hero, or evil hero plus a water monster. When he leaves the field, I get to destroy all the monsters on my opponent's side of the field. Great Tornado does not have a release date yet, but I'm going to be running one of them also. It's 2800 attack, 2200 defense. It's a elemental hero monster and 1 wind monster. When he is successfully summoned, I can half the attack of all of my opponent's face-up monsters. Elemental Hero Gaia is a elemental hero monster plus an earth monster. When he's summoned, I can half the attack of one of my opponent's monsters, and he gains the attack of that monster. He's 2200 attack and 2600 defense. So those are the 4 monsters that it builds around. And now let's go into the deck. I feel like this deck's a little bit faster than the one that I posted before, the version 1.0. But it's still really good. So first we start with an Elemental Hero Stratos. He searches for any of my E-Heroes, and he is a win target for Great Tornado. Next, a tech of mine, Elemental Hero Ice Edge. I really like this guy. If he attacks directly, I can destroy 1 set, spell, or trap card on my opponent's side of the field. And during my main phase 1, I can discard a card from my hand to have this card to be able to attack directly. He's an elemental hero, and he's a water target for Absolute Zero. Next, 3 Alias. I run Gemini Spark in the deck, so it works for the Gemini Spark. He's a 1900 beat stick. He's the elemental hero, and he's a light target for the Shining. Next, 1 Gemini Lancer. I like running 4 Gemini monsters. I run 3 Gemini Spark. I like having the 4th target. And he's a water monster for Absolute Zero. Next, 3 Thunder King Ryu. I really like this guy. He fits in the deck. He fits the theme. He's a light target for the Shining and a 1900 beat stick. And he just affects a lot of the meta. Next, 2 Debris Dragon, a wind target for the Great Tornado. He's a tuner and goes into dragons. 2 Raikou, feeds my graveyard, so makes Miracle Fusion an easier play. And he's a light target for the Shining. He's also a debris target. Next, 2 Dandelion. He's an earth target for Gaia. He's a target for Debris Dragon. His tokens that are brought out are also winds. I can use a token off the field and an elemental hero from the graveyard to give me Great Tornado. So this guy can give me Gaia or Great Tornado. I can also discard him from my hand with Ice Edge and give Ice Edge the ability to attack directly and give me 2 tokens. Last, for the monsters, 2 Snowman Eater. Just puts in a lot of work in any deck that I put him in. 1900D, destroy a face-up monster, and a water target. for Absolute Zero. Also a target for Debris Dragon to bring out Gungnir. Spells, 3 Miracle Fusion, and 1 Future Fusion. You saw part of the side deck, or part of the extra deck. You know what these are for. Next, 3 Gemini Sparks. I really like this card. Really good card. Next, 1 Reinforcements the Army and 1 E-Call. Searches for all my Elemental Hero monsters. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole. Like I've said before, I don't think these are going to be in the meta come the next format, but I'm building this for this meta, so wanted to play them. 2 MST. Don't really understand why people have gone away from playing this, but I'll play 2. 2 Book of Moon. I really like this card also. Now the trap lineup. 1 Solemn Judgment. 2 Solemn Warning. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. 1 Mirror Force. And 2 Deep Prison. If you've watched my version 1.0, you realize that the spells and traps are basically the same. So let's go ahead and go into the extra deck. Just like the version 1.0, I run 3 Shining. I run 2 Absolute Zero. 2 Great Tornado. 1 Gaia. And I also run 1 Dragon Knight Draco Quest because I side deck 2 Super Polymerizations. Next, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, the 8-star options for Debris Dragon. 2 Black Rose, 1 Gungnir, and 1 of my customized Iron Chain Dragons. So, there you go, guys. There's the deck. Here are my boss monsters again. I appreciate it. Also, if you guys know the release date of Great Tornado, please send me a message and let me know that. I know the release date on The Shining is March 1st, but if anybody comes across the release date on Great Tornado, please send it to me and let me know. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure you comment down below, subscribe, and show us how much you love us.